where your legs connect. Your femur bone is like the big leg bone, right? Look at me, like looking around, like as if there's going to be a diagram of some. Well, actually, you're.
When I fled the monastery, I left behind the Herodric Malus, my enchanted smithing hammer. If you can retrieve it for me, I'll use its magic to strengthen your equipment.
Nice. It's the big leg bone. Holy smokes. Led me to watch more ads, Twitch. Oh, let me. It's like, you've watched enough. That's too funny. I don't know about that. Doesn't that bone take the longest to heal out of any of the bones? Are you sure it's like a year? Are you sure it's not like 7 years? What level am I? It's 46. One more level I can use my belt. My T-Gods. The Forgotten Tower. Thankfully, couldn't see anything on TV, but it was a heck of a smash into a wall. Ugh. Yikes. You guys. You Americans playing all dirty. Why can't you just make up for good puck handling? Good rough game is always good. I love a good hockey fight, honestly. I love a good hockey fight. They just, you can't really read their mouths, but they're like, you can just tell they're cooked. It's playoffs and they're cooked. They're like, yeah, and they start beating on each other. Yeah, it's awesome. I love it. Just came back. What's the subject here? Oh, Kuala Lumpur. Kuala. We're talking about the hockey playoffs. Or it's not playoff season now, is it? It's like, is it? This is how much I do not follow sports. It's like finals or something. It's for all the monies. They're knocking people out. Round two. Right. I'm gonna have to add some more of the sound effects this weekend. Round 2. Round 3. Don't make me laugh. I'm a big sports guy myself. Boxing, though, is one heck of a sport. Interesting. Boxing's not really popular over here. Except for that one boxing match with, what was that, Filipino dude? A couple months ago. It was like 6 months ago, I think now. It's like last summer. But definitely don't follow it. Same with UFC. I don't really follow it either, but if there's a big match or something going on, catch a little bit of it. Stanley Cup playoff. It is playoff season. Okay. Well, come on, Dingle. If people are getting knocked out, I thought, it'd be like, it could be further along. Because there's no indication. You still need wins to be able to go through when it's playoffs. You still need a number of wins. It's like, oh, you still got a chance here. You still got a chance there. Archery hype. Archery is pretty dope. I don't think I've ever watched it, though. You know what I like? One of my favorite Olympic sports is the fencing. I love the foil. That stuff is really quick. But it's like an elitist sport. It's not like, kids grow up doing that. It's pretty cool, though. I think it's pretty cool. Fancy sword fighting. Wonder if McGregor and Mayweather will fight someday. Be lots of money in that fight. I think everybody thinks that. well, not everybody. I don't think that. But I've heard those names before. And it's like... Wait a second. Do you mean like Conor McGregor? Conor McGregor? Like a UFC fighter and Mayweather a boxer? Or who's McGregor? It's the best of 7 each round. The first of 4 wins could be the 4, 5, 6, or 7 games long. What the hell, Dinkle? Rules. These rules are terrible. That's why I just don't. I let other people... I offset that calculation, that computer stuff, all that brain power to sports fans. They're like, so I don't care. I just like watching a quick play. Watching the quick hockey. And if it's Canadian teams and, you know, playing for the cup, then it's all the more interesting. It's like, oh, okay. But I don't pick a favorite. Oh, my team is out. No point in even watching anymore. It's like, well, there's no point in even watching before. It's not like you're playing. Unless you're gambling. That's another story. People gamble on that stuff. You'd have to know so much to be able to have like a credible reason to bet. Like, and how you can bet? Like, oh, I'm gonna bet on a fight, and it's like, oh, he's gonna get knocked out, or he's gonna get submitted, and it's gonna be a reverse toe hold, or just like, what? How do you know any of that stuff? You'd have to be a fanatic, knowing it your whole life. Some say they will fight one day, but they've got to have the right sponsors. Someday they'll fight, but they've got to have the right sponsors. It's got to be Bacardi. It can't be. It can't just be Smirnoff. It's got to be Bacardi, Red Bull. We've got to have not Monster. We got to have the Red Bull. And Heineken's going to be doing the beers because it's all import. I don't know. We also have to wait for those fighters to spend all their money, and they have to get hungry. I'm hungry again. I've been spending all my money on ridiculous chains and houses. So Dinkle, who's Heineken? Heineken? Dinkle, you don't like Heineken? They used to be a favorite of mine. My favorite beer is probably Stella Artois, but I like me any beers really. I won't. There's OP beer, which is other people's beer. Then there's my beer. Then there's beer. All right. Oh, Black Marsh. I got that one right. Just double check. Pretty much cleared out. Submit a reverse toe hold. Yay, sports for the win. Submitted with a reverse toe hold. Yeah. Mom, bro, I think you totally appreciated that one. You're like, holy smokes. You really don't like sports, do you? Stella, aka wife beater. Oh, Marlboro. Maybe in your. Are you from the UK as well, Marlboro? I've heard this. I heard Stella is like the wife beater beer of France or something. You know, the white trash beer. Here it's not. Here it is definitely not. There's a lot of white beater beers here. I'm not sure you'd. Well, it's mostly liquor that you beat your wife to, but I mean, ugh. You guys ever heard of Lucky beer, Lucky Lager, or like Black Label? Oh, I'm getting a headache just thinking about it. Yeah, UK. It's really known as wife beater. That's too funny. That's too funny. Here, it's pretty good beer. You can't get it everywhere. I prefer it out of the bottle, even though it's like marketed as like a do the pour kind of beer. Put it in the vessel. I find bars don't have very good taps and lines anyway, so just go with the bottle. Go with the bottle. But yeah, I used to like some Heineken, but it's kind of got over that hoppiness, that's kind of skunky. Skunky's not really the right word, but you know, it's like the hops flavor. Just sort of like, all right, move towards the Stella. But I like me like Sleeman's Honey Brown. It can be a little heavy, but that's not as heavy. That's not the heaviest, obviously. I don't like Guinness, and not because it's like heavy beer, because I like heavy beers, especially in a cold winter. But I just don't like Guinness. I work in a pub. Oh, hick. Beautiful. Yeah. So, Antoni, you're used to not getting proper service then. Because as soon as you start working any place, that's the first thing that they get. You're like, oh, you're not getting service. So that's why people are like, when I worked in a bar, I'd like order 2 beers, and I'd be walking around with 2 beers. Like, why do you got 2 beers? It's like, because they're gonna take forever. They're gonna take forever. Like, they're gonna have to like serve real customers. Whereas like I'm family now, you don't get the mannerisms when you're part of the family. It's like, yo, what's up? Don't waste my time. I got customers here. All right. Not that they were crude or short. They definitely spent their time with Joe, but you know, they gotta hustle. They gotta make money. I'm impressed you could nail down where I'm from by the name I called your beer. Because I'm the visitor. There's all kinds of different flavors of culture all around the world. You probably guessed I'm Canadian because I'm so dang friendly. Sorry. I always double up on my first round. I'm too lazy to keep going back to the bar. Yeah. Right? I feel like I don't have to explain myself. Because honestly, I'll get a shot of rye with 2 beers, and they're like, I'll take the shot, and I'll leave the shot at the bar, and I'll take the 2 beers with me. I used to be worse. Like I used to drink a lot more too, but like be like Hunter S. Thompson. I'd be like, all right, 4 beers, 4 margaritas. Like, and what do they want? Kind of thing. Like, it's like, what? That's not for them. Like, no. Just make sure you get what they're ordering. That's for me. It's all about the chimey, Polinar, Weissenhofer, and that's what for Euro beers in my book. Oh, Chimay, Polinar. I've never heard of those first 2. Weissenhofer. That I might have had that before, just because the H and the S, the Weissenhofer. I can't remember. Dinkle, those European beers though, like are those like Viking beers, quote unquote, the ones that aren't ales? They're not